you and I. Girl, I saw in the movie just a bad picture show, and that's all in the movie, just a bad picture show. Thank you. Appreciate a little Merle Haggard for you. One more by old Merle. Down every road there's always one more city. I'm on the run, the highway is my home. I've raised a lot of cane back in my younger days, when Mama used to pray my crops would fail. Now I'm a hunted fugitive with just 2 ways: outrun the law, spend my life in jail. I'd like to settle down, but they won't let me. A fugitive must be a rolling stone. Down every road there's always one more city. I'm on the run, the highway is my home. I'm lonely, but I can't afford the luxury of having the one I love be by my side. She'd only slow me down, they'd catch up with me. He who travels fastest goes alone. I'd like to settle down, but they won't let me. A fugitive must be a rolling stone. Down every road there's always one more city. I'm on the run, the highway is my home. I'm on the run, the highway is my home. Thank you, appreciate that. Danny Howell, how about a hand for Danny? Yes, sir. Well, sir, we're back here again. I see Judge Wells and Miss Hester Wells out there tonight. We're glad to have them back with us. Just returned from the Florida Folk Festival. They had Judge Wells over there telling stories and a few jokes and a few lies. Most of the lies he was telling about me. No, they had us over there sort of entertaining a little bit, and I was up there trying to help him out a little bit, but it reminded me of a story we heard over there about this fella, that young guy went off to college, and he got off to college, and all he did was play poker and run around and do just whatever he wanted to, didn't worry about studying, and he ran out of money right quick. So he had to devise him a plan what to do. So he called home, he said, "Hey, Pa, said, everything going good here at college, tell you what, and you know what? They've got a program here, you're not gonna believe this, but they can teach a dog how to read." He said, "Oh, you crazy." He said, no, said they got a program here, they can teach a dog how to read. And you know, they said if you'd send old Fido up here with a check for $1,000, that they did believe they could teach him how to read. and you'll be the only man down there in Washington County with a dog that can read. He said, well, you sure they can do that? I said, yeah, they're doing it all the time. He said, well, all right, I'll send him. So he sent Fido and a check for $1,000, and he had him a good time on that $1,000 and run out of it. And so he decided he better call home again. He said, Pa, said, I just want to let you know Fido's doing real good. He's sitting over here reading the Wall Street Journal right now. And you know what? They have said he is so smart that they did believe that for another $1,000 they could teach him how to talk. He said, oh, you crazy, they can't teach a dog how to talk. He said, yeah, they got 2 or 3 of them down there talking now. And they said they believe he's smart enough they can do it. He said, all right, I'll send you another check. So he sent him another check for $1,000. Then it rocked on, and Christmas holidays came along, the semester ended, and he had to go home. And so now he had a problem. So he just shot the dog, just shot him dead. And he got home, and the first thing his daddy met him at the yard gate, said, son, good to see you, but where's Fido? I want to see him read that newspaper, and I want to hear him talking to me. He said, well, Pa, I got some bad news about that. He said, you know, I was getting ready to come home this morning, and old Fido was sitting over there reading the Wall Street Journal like he did every morning. And I was standing there shaving, and all of a sudden Fido looked over his glasses, and he said, by the way, is your pa still running around that little blonde waitress out there on the interstate? And his daddy said, I hope you shot that lying dog. Yeah. Did I tell it right, Judge Wells? That's about the way it happened, I believe. All right, we got us a fine drummer back here, and we're real proud of him, and we're going to let him turn loose here a little bit and sing a few songs for you. Y'all make him welcome. Dustan Worley.
She's been going out with him. She's been going out with me. Said she'd let us know by tonight which one it would be. So I waited by the phone, but she never called me up. Had to know what was going on, so I drove by her house. Sure enough, that ain't my truck in her drive. Man, this ain't my day tonight. It looks like she's in love and I'm out of love. That ain't my shadow on her wall. Lord, this don't look good at all. That's my girl, my whole world, but that ain't my truck. I pulled over by the curb. I've been sitting here all night, wondering what it was I did so wrong, that he did so right. I caught her breaking down the door, but there's nothing left to say. That Chevy 4x4, it says it all, sitting in my place. That ain't my truck in her drive. Man, this ain't my day tonight. It looks like she's in love and I'm out of love. That ain't my shadow on her wall. And Lord, this don't look good at all. That's my girl, my whole world, but that ain't my truck. That ain't my shadow on her wall. And Lord, this don't look good at all. That's my girl, my whole world, but that ain't my truck. That's my girl, my whole world, but that ain't my truck. Everybody sing it, come on. That's my girl, my whole world, but that ain't my trouble. That's my girl, my whole world, but that ain't my trouble. That's my girl, my whole world. That's my girl, my whole world, but that ain't my trouble. Thank you. This next one we're going to do goes back several years ago. It was a big hit for, you might know him, George Jones. And we hope you like it. Just because I asked a friend about her, just because I spoke her name somewhere, just because I rang her number by mistake today, she thinks I still care. And just because I haunt the same old places where the memory of her lingers everywhere, just because I'm not the happy guy I used to be, she thinks I still care. But if she's happy thinking I still need her, then let that silly notion bring her cheer. But how could she ever be so foolish? Oh, where would she get such an idea? Just because I ask a friend about her, and just because I spoke her name somewhere, just because I saw her then went all to pieces, she thinks I still care. She thinks I still care. Thank you. This last song I'm going to do in the first half is, it was a big hit for George Strait several years ago. It's called Still Make Cheyenne. Her telephone rang about 9:15. She heard his voice on the other end of the line. She wondered what was wrong this time. She never knew what his calls might bring. With a cowboy like him, it could be anything. She always expected the worst in the back of her mind. He said it's cold out here and I'm all alone. Didn't make the short go again, and I'm coming home. I know I've been away too long, Never got a chance to ride or call. I know this rodeo's been hard on us all, but I'll be home soon. And honey, is there something wrong? She said don't bother coming home. By the time you get here, I'll be long gone. There's somebody new and he sure ain't no rodeo man. He said I'm sorry it's come down to this. There's so much about you that I'm gonna miss. But it's alright, baby, if I hurry I can still make Cheyenne. Gotta go now, baby, if I hurry I can still make Cheyenne. Left that phone dangling off the hook, then slowly turned around and gave it one last look. And then he just walked away. He aimed his truck toward that Wyoming line. With a little luck, he could still get there in time. And in that Cheyenne wind, he could still hear her say, she said, don't bother coming home. By the time you get here, I'll be long gone. There's somebody new and he sure ain't no rodeo man. She said, I'm sorry it's come down to this. There's so much about you that I'm gonna miss. But it's alright, baby, if I hurry I can still make Cheyenne. Gotta go now, baby, if I hurry I can still make Cheyenne. She never knew what his calls might bring. A cowboy like him, it could be anything. She always expected the worst in the back of her mind. Give these guys up here a big hand. Thank you.
How about a hand for Dustan Worley? Fine job. Y'all going up the concession stand now. They'll be up there and they got all sorts of things for you to eat and drink, and we'll be right back in a few minutes.